Hi, everyone. It's me, Rudy, and I'm here with my friend, Mr. Brian Schimmel. Him and I have been friends for a good while, and together we've really tried to find opportunities to serve our community. Right now, we're in the midst of this whole coronavirus pandemic, and of course, the needs have increased. And one of the things that I've been looking to Brian for was creative ways that our community can serve those who are in need here in Forest Grove and Cornelius and Banks, those areas here that are closest to us. So, Brian, first of all, maybe you can just give a little bit of an introduction to yourself. Not everybody knows who you are, but a lot of folks see the results of the partnerships that you've created with other community leaders and organizations that seek to help others. So, can you tell us a little bit about who you are?
Yeah, Brian Schimmel. I have a family. I live in, have been living in Forest Grove for about 25 years. You know, when Rudy asked me to come alongside and help support some of the outreach effort, the vision that I really clung to was the idea of being seen as a friend to the community. You know, sending a message of love, empathy, and hope. And our goal is really to restore community for vulnerable people that we care about, you know, ranging from youth, families, adults experiencing homelessness, as well as our seniors.
Mhm.
And there's been a number of ways that, you know, people have discovered that they can serve. That includes volunteering time. And in this current circumstance of physical distancing, you know, we've employed ways that people can serve and volunteer safely. They can invite their friends, their family, or colleagues to come alongside us and help support those efforts.
So, what are some of those practical ways that folks can help others? I know, as you said, the social distancing spooks people, wondering, well, gosh, we want to help, but is it safe to help? And so, what are some of those practical ways that you're mentioning here, ways that people can serve the needs of others?
Yeah, well, with volunteering time, as I mentioned, we practice the physical distancing. People wear protective devices in order to remain safe, you know, both for the people we're serving and for ourselves. And specific ways include, you know, picking up and delivering items. When we put out a call to collect donations, we need to do that by appointment, and we need folks who can participate with us to pick up items as well as to deliver to both households and to local service programs that are serving the needs in our community.
I've heard that they also have a food pantry at the high school that has been expanded, I think, to serve a greater amount of people, right? Because before it was specific to those students in our district who are homeless, but that has now been expanded. So, can you touch on that a little bit?
Yeah, that's a good example of a program that we were able to come alongside and help them both renovate the space as well as to provide the funds to stock their shelves. And we've recently been able to provide additional money to help them add items for teen moms as well as families. So they're expanding their services to include food boxes that are pre-prepared and available to families who stop by the high school.
So, in addition to this food pantry, you've created partnerships with other people in our community who are equally concerned about meeting the needs of folks. One of those is the Solid Life Center, just one of our neighbors on Cedar Street. Can you talk a little bit about what they're doing on Thursday mornings at their church?
Yeah, and generally speaking, you know, we tend to come alongside programs that are already serving our community and help to strengthen and bolster, you know, their capacity again through volunteering time, giving and donating. So at the Solid Life Center Food Bank, we've been able to help bolster their capacity. Just in the last month, they've increased their demand from about 30, 40 food boxes a week to over 100.
Wow.
So that means they need not only more food that they get through the Oregon Food Bank, but they also need more refrigeration and freezer capacity. So we're actually right in the midst of trying to acquire additional cold storage that they can continue to serve over 100 food boxes.
Amazing. Well, Brian, I know that it takes a number of volunteers, churches, organizations working together to meet the growing needs of our community. Can you share some of the other churches, nonprofits that we're partnering together with?
Yeah, well, the tendency, you know, with all the cooperation that we see is, you know, there are a number of agencies that are supporting each other. So, for example, Closet Green at Old Town Church, is collecting and providing many of the clothes, hygiene, and other personal items to not only households but agencies. Another example is Gigi's House in Gaston and Forest Grove that is collecting household items, food, and other resources to be able to supplement some of the items from Closet Green. And then we're also seeing cooperation from other churches that want to start a food pantry of their own to help supplement what Solid Life is doing. Um, those same agencies are supporting a day center at Open Door, that serves homeless adults.
Mm.
So there's a lot of examples where programs, agencies are coming together to help bolster their capacity and ensure that every need is met in the community. Another example is organization Community Connection that constructed a shower trailer that is now being used at a day center at Open Door, shelter in Beaverton, and then we'll be sharing it with the shelter in Hillsborough. So that's a resource that's being used across the county.
So lots of opportunities, lots of needs. What's the best way for people to get plugged in to what's happening here?
Yeah, the best way to reach me is by email or go to our website where you can learn more information, or there's a contact button where you can reach me.
All right, well, I have the links there at the bottom of the screen. Brian, I really appreciate you, and I'm just blessed to count you as a friend. I hope that people will take the opportunities that are here for them to serve our community in what is a really difficult time. So anyway, Brian, thanks again. I appreciate you and the work you do. All right, take care.